Now that I remember, Oppo had a rollable smartphone some time ago. That was a really interesting phone, but unfortunately it never progressed past the concept phase. Why? Because Oppo shifted their attention, officially launching a foldable smartphone. While other names like Samsung rushed into the market with not one but two such lineups, namely Flip and Fold, followed closely by Motorola's Razr, to name a few, Oppo took their time. So, after 4 long years, they came up with this. Just like myself and many others, Oppo thought that the smartphone industry has stagnated after 10 years of quick development in terms of design and specifications. Pete Lau, the man in charge, is also the CEO of OnePlus and Chief Product Officer for Oppo. And this Pete Lau said this: "Whether we talk about fast charging, refresh rate, photography or 5G, smartphone development has reached a limit, and the only way to go past that limit is to come up with new ideas." I'm not going to lie, he's quite right. And this thing with foldable phones might just be the answer. Even though I set my mind on not being too easily impressed, I must admit I was blown away by Find N. I myself own a Fold 3, so I know my way around such kinds of phones, but this one is somehow different. It's smaller, more compact, seems more robust, and even wider, as it ditched the Galaxy Fold's traditional elongated silhouette. And once you unfold it, it looks almost like a perfect square. We're dealing with a metal chassis, and the secondary smaller screen is large, with thin bezels. As of the primary, foldable display, that's a really cool surprise. Not only that, this display made the impossible possible, meaning it folds at a perfect 0 degrees angle, but it also let go of that crease in the middle. You cannot see it, nor you can feel it, well, almost. You feel it, but just a bit. Somehow Oppo did a magnificent job. It's not 100% perfect, but it's way closer to it than I expected, and this is a solid testimony. Foldable smartphones are here to stay. The phone is heavy as it weighs 275 grams. It does, however, feel premium and really solid. The outer screen is more than usable, and why wouldn't be? With a rather bizarre resolution of 1972 by 988 pixels at 60Hz refresh rate. It has a medium brightness level of 500 nits and a peak level of 1000, while being protected by Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. The main foldable display, like I said, it's an almost perfect AMOLED square, having a resolution of 1792 pixels by 1920, but its refresh rate goes up to 120 Hz, featuring an adaptive rate and a peak brightness level of 1000 nits. Hardware-wise, Oppo went for Snapdragon 888, accompanied by 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage. There's another option as well, integrating 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. Nevertheless, the CPU fared pretty well in games and benchmarks, with an initial score of over 3300. Yes, we were indeed able to test the phone in both of these situations, although it uses Android 11 with its Chinese version. Not a big deal since I managed to install Play Store. After that, everything went smoothly. The photo setup consists of many lenses, and it goes like this. A main 50 megapixels lens with a Sony 766 sensor featuring optical stabilization, an ultra-wide Sony IMX sensor of 16 megapixels and a 52 telephoto lens for portrait modes most likely, which has a 13 megapixel Samsung sensor. The selfie setup includes two lenses, one for each display, and both of them come as a 32 megapixels f2.4 Sony sensor. The phone makes use of a 4500 mAh battery as spotted by Ada, with fast wire charging at 33 watts and up to 15 watts wireless. The fingerprint sensor can be found on the side. There is 5G connectivity, obviously, Bluetooth 5.2, Wi-Fi 6, all of this brought together by the ColorOS 12 interface running over Android 11. Perhaps the phone will get future Android updates too. I mean, that's how things should work. But I don't know if Find N will be available in Europe or US or anywhere else but Asia. Nevertheless, Find N is simply impressive, and I feel this more robust and compact approach is the way to go for the foldable smartphone market. I don't call myself an Oppo fan, for I don't even work with them that much, but I have to give them credit for such a cool phone. Now you tell me, what do you think of Find N? Do you fancy it? What can you say about Find N in contrast with Fold? Does the idea of owning a foldable phone tempt you? You tell me, guys. Oh, and subscribing is caring.